In Health Watch this morning, Sex and the City syndrome. More and more young women are being affected by this. Our medical correspondent, Dr. Jennifer Ashton, is here to tell us what it is. Good morning.
Good morning, Maggie.
So I'll be Charlotte. You be Carrie.
Okay,
we have our Cosmos.
you.
What is Sex and the City syndrome?
Well, this is something that we're seeing more and more. It's the social phenomenon brought about largely by shows and movies like Sex and the City, whereby women are drinking more and more. It's glamorized. The drink, the Cosmopolitan, has had a huge comeback, and we're starting to see the medical and health consequences of it.
Specifically, more women are drinking fruity drinks because
Right.
Sex and the City popularized the Cosmo. Women are gravitating towards this, and these can be really deceiving. I like to drink mojitos, and to me, it tastes just like a lemonade.
That's
you
right.
don't realize the alcohol you're ingesting.
Absolutely not, and especially the ones that look pretty, that taste fruity and sweet. They have a lot more sugar in them. They can hit your bloodstream a little bit faster, and you really don't understand beforehand how much alcohol you're consuming, and can really be dangerous.
You keep saying health, and you're a doctor, so I understand health risks. It could be dangerous. Elaborate on that.
Well, not only the initial intoxication, but long-term effects on women of chronic alcohol use and abuse are really, we're starting to understand that it's a lot more different than what men experience. So it's a problem.
All right, so we're going to talk about how alcohol affects women differently, and we have our own little science experiment to conduct. We're going to show you how much alcohol you have to drink to actually start to feel it, and it might surprise you.
Cheers. Our club is the Lush Club.
This all-female club isn't as exclusive as it once was, thanks to television shows like Sex and the City. The foursome popularized Girls' Night Out and those pink drinks. Now fruity drinks are everywhere.
If I go out, it's kind of nice to have something a little more exotic, I guess.
Pretty to look at and fruity to taste, these kind of drinks can pack an unsuspecting punch.
You can't even taste the alcohol in some of these, and they'll sneak up on you for sure.
But all the imbibing in exotic drinks has had an unintended and dangerous consequence. In the past 10 years, drunk driving accidents in California among women 21 to 24 have skyrocketed 116%. And nationwide, drunk driving arrests among women have gone up 28%.
The extreme is in California, but the trend is pretty much nationwide.
Young Hollywood has provided several high-profile examples of the dangerous trend. Lindsay Lohan, Paris Hilton, and Nicole Richie have all been arrested in the past few years.
We're seeing young, more aggressive, more accomplished young women out there who are frankly becoming a little bit more like men in some of their behaviors.
On Sex and the City, the New York women drink and hail a cab.
Taxi!
That's not always an option.
The drinks look great and they look festive and it looks fun, and a lot of young women don't realize that it only takes one of those drinks really to make it a bad idea to drive.
And the consequences of driving after that can be far worse than a hangover. Sandra Hughes, CBS News, Los Angeles.
Joining us again is early show medical correspondent Dr. Jennifer Ashton. Good morning
Good
again.
morning, Maggie.
We're going to do a little show and tell
Right.
to show why this is happening. Supersizing.
Right. This is a kind of like a chemistry experiment and from school days. You know, this used to be the size of a normal drink. This is the normal Cosmopolitan or alcoholic serving, which basically is 1.5 ounces of liquor. Now what we're seeing in the supersize society in which we live is we might be at a bar and might be served something this size, so you're actually getting twice the volume of alcohol, and that's 2 drinks instead of 1.
Is there any medical reason why alcohol affects women differently than men, besides the fact that we're just smaller
Well,
than men
we're
are?
smaller, that's the first thing, but actually women lack an enzyme known as alcohol dehydrogenase. So actually we can't process or metabolize alcohol the same way men do. So drink for drink, we are going to see the effects and feel them much faster than men.
In the last 15 seconds, are there any health consequences that are unique to women from alcohol?
Well, the breast cancer risk is a big one, and then brain risks long-term for dementia and an increased risk of head and neck cancer. All those things we're seeing more in women than in men who consume alcohol, even on a social basis.
All right, Dr. Jennifer Ashton, thank you
You bet,
again.
Maggie.
Coming up next, we're going to, first of all, let you know that this is on the website, as always, earlyshow.cbsnews.com.